You want to become a successful cybersecurity engineer? So you have clicked the right video. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Firewall Gan. This video will be very important and very exciting because I'm going to share you my entire experience about the cybersecurity, and I'm going to tell you what is the right step to make a good career in a cybersecurity area. So guys, please watch this video till the end and let me know if this video you found. How you can become a successful cybersecurity engineer. People, they think you can directly jump into the cybersecurity areas after your graduation. I am sure that is not true. Why it is? Because cybersecurity engineers then require the knowledge of lot of fields. When you pass out from the college, you are not having the industry's knowledge because those sort of subjects are still not included into the college syllabus. So whatever the knowledge you will be having is limited to books. Cybersecurity or network security is something we call it protecting network. Protecting network means you need to understand what is there in network, and understanding what is there in network you need to learn networking. In networking, we have everything, say IoT, Internet of Things, the appliances, the devices, whatever the upcoming things like softwares, hardwares, whichever is developing nowadays, everything with the MAC and the IP addresses. So whenever you talk about the MAC and the IP addresses, you're talking about the networking. The basics of the networking start from the IP addresses and MAC. The basic of the networking start with the OSI layer model. It talks about 7 different layers, physical layer to the application layer, and every layer, if you think, it's all about your IP addresses, ports, MAC addresses and everything. If you don't know about the basics of the networking, how you can secure those things which are related to the networking, right? And I am saying everything is related to the networking. So the first step, if you want to become an IT engineer in a cybersecurity, the very first thing you need to do is you need to learn networking. Now see how you can do networking. How you can learn networking. It's very simple guys. Whenever you join any IT company, you demand them that you have interest in cybersecurity, but I need to learn networking first. It's up to you. You have to tell them, you have to tell your manager, your HR, whosoever in line with you, you have to tell them your interest. If so, go for the networking, learn networking first. What you need to do first, initial 1 and 2 years, you have to understand what are the basics of the networking. Okay, obviously you can't be do the hands-on as you are the fresher, you won't be having those details to implement the things, but you can monitor. Do the job of the network analyst. In analyst job, what you usually do, you monitor the things. When you monitor the things, you come to know how the things works, what are the ways and what are the tracks that things are taking to deliver. If you heard about the tools like a SolarWinds tools, if you open that tool, what you will see the IP addresses, interfaces related to the IP addresses. You will see the graphs, how the networking flow is there. There's a lot more you can learn from the monitoring. The initial things, what you need to do, you need to at least do 2 years of monitoring work, which comes under the networking. Okay, once you are doing that work, you are good at the monitoring, then try to learn about the certifications like a CCNA. CCNA is a networking certificate which is basically for the Cisco technologies. Cisco Certified Network Associate. CCNA is basically for the networking. It's for the network engineer. It's a beginner level of certificate, but it has everything what you want. Learning behind the Cisco certificate CCNA is not to crack the certificate. It's all about the learning. You will learn Cisco fundamentals. You will learn how networking works, and the CCNA has everything what you need to have networking knowledge in place. Once you are good at the Cisco CCNA, I'm not saying the cracking the certificate, but the understanding, Then the next step, what you need to do, you need to learn the firewall. In cybersecurity, in a security world, the important thing is the only one thing, which is countermeasures. So whatever the technology you are preventing behind that countermeasure is something you need to know. So the number one thing, which is firewall, which you become in your mind. Firewall is a technique where you will get the control access between your internal network and your extranet network, or you can say the internet. So the countermeasure part is very crucial. So next 2 years you need to learn the firewalls, and in market there are too many videos, details available to learn the firewalling. So even if you can come to my channel and you can learn firewall, so you should learn at firewalling at least 2 years. So how it goes, your 2 years are for the networking and 2 years for the network security countermeasure, which is firewall. You have 4 years of experience now, and you know at least how the countermeasures and how networking works. Now guys, it's a right step to go for the cyber security, and now no one will stop you, because you know the networking, you know the network security countermeasures, so that no one will fool you to deliver your cyber security work, right? So now the actual steps come. You have to do the cyber security knowledge gaining. So number one thing in cyber security, you have a job which called security analyst. Security analyst is someone who do in-depth analysis of your network and network infrastructure for finding vulnerabilities, loopholes, the issues, and whatever the incident occurs in your networking field. So the security analyst is one of the highest paid job in cybersecurity, because in security analysis you need to have in-depth knowledge of your network. And when I say the in-depth knowledge of network, obviously the networking comes and the knowledge on the countermeasures comes. So at least you have a networking knowledge, which is a CCNA base, and the countermeasure knowledge, which is related to the firewalling. You are good to do the security analyst job. Then once you are good at the security analyst, you can carry out yourself with that, and you can become a security manager. Having 2-3 years of experience in security analyst plus your networking and the firewalling experience, you will be like around 6-7 years of experience totally. Now you are eligible to do the certification like CISM, CISSPs, which are the top best certificate what we have today for the cyber security, and whosoever cracks those certificates are eligible to deliver the manager work, doing the security analyst work, and after that directly doing the managing work. You can welcome, so you can deliver that. The managers are one of the highest paid employee in cyber security world, because they need to manage security analysts, engineers, and architects, right? So you can do that. If your interest is not into the analyst and the management, you can go to the operational work. In operation, what you have a job called pen tester. What pen tester do? They do all the operation related jobs, like actually doing the scanning of your network, actually performing the ethical hacking. There's a certificate called CEH, Certified Ethical Hacking. If you are good at operational work and you are interested towards the doing the analysis of your network with respect to the operational part, if you are ready to exploit whatever the vulnerabilities you have in a network via your certified ethical knowledge, you can welcome to become a pen tester. So this is the another field, right? You can become a pen tester. If you are more into the operational and you want to make your hand dirty, you can go for the pen tester. And pen tester, guys, believe me, is the highest paid job what we have in today's industry. So if you want to earn a lot in the cybersecurity, become a pen tester. And you know what, the pen tester, we call it like actual thief into the network security, because they are someone who knows your network in and out, and they can exploit that because they know the tricks and tips. And because of that much knowledge what they have, and they know in and out about your network and how to, in short, hack that, they are totally dependent, they are totally required to be with us for entire curriculum of your company. Why? Because company don't want them to lose, because they know each and every part of your network and vulnerabilities what is in your network. So the job stability requirement, the payments are very high for the pen test. After certain years of experience, as per your interest goes, you have a choices like CISO, you can become a CSO. If you are very good and you're staying longer with the company, you can become a CFO. And if there's company policies and everything, based on that, if you are very good at the management as well, you can become CEO as well. There is no limit and no stopping point in a cybersecurity. You can do miracles and you become anything with respect to the cybersecurity fields. You know what, guys? There's a secret. Cybersecurity engineers knows in and out about the companies. Because of that, company depends on you. Company don't want you to go out and tell their secrets. So your retention, your job security, and your requirement is very high.